You're alive. You know, I don't feel that way. Anyhow, I wish I could just get one good night's sleep, but I'm gonna have to take some serious medication tonight, I think. Oh, yeah. What did I do? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, help me, help me, help me. Listen up. Uh, there's a big traffic issue out there. One that I don't think even none of us ever really thought would happen. But it's all that junk in space. Uh, it's getting hard to plan a trip because you have so many things in space and you have to coordinate all the orbits if you go through the area where they're at. It's just amazing. You know, nobody thinks, people think they think the future, but I don't think they think the future more than a couple of years in advance. They don't try to think 50 years in advance. You know, what will 50 years of this stuff do to, they think more about what's going to happen now, not just in space. You know, you have Donald starts a war and thinks about, you know, it'll be over in 10 days. Well, it's not. Now what do? I have no plan, no contingencies, no nothing other than to say, I'm going to just blow them off the face of the earth. No, you're not. You don't have the ammunition, you idiot. You spent it all already. I don't know how you do that, but you did it. And the United States is rapidly becoming a third-rate in defense and other things that we need to be number one, that we're always number one in. Trump is doing what he always does. He's taking an entity and destroying it from the inside, selling off, giving away, stealing, however you want to call it. What's the matter, Lucy? What you looking at? Sorry about that. You all right? You all right? Okay, you're okay. Wait a minute. I know what she wants. I know what she wants. I know what she's waiting for. You know, all the jeans they sell down here are skinny jeans. And I gotta tell you, I ain't skinny. Okay, here you go. All right, you're gonna be like that. Okay, you be like that. She does that sometimes. She doesn't want it now. But anyhow, getting back to what I was talking about. Planning isn't one of the logistics, long-term logistics isn't one of America's favorite things, you know. Everything we built is built not to last forever. It has an end year, you know. Major highways. I was told that when they built the highway in New Jersey, 287, US 287, that it was already obsolete by the time it was done. That's pretty fucked up, you know. The same thing's happening in space. All the traffic patterns and everything that are up there are obsolete because you got every country, just about every country launching satellites. Well, maybe not every, but you got probably about 20 countries launching satellites. And I forgot what the last count was. You know, SpaceX is ridiculous. You know, they're just flooding the area, making it difficult to enter and exit space. I don't know if they'll ever get it right. What is that speed that makes you go through things? You know, not light speed. No, some hyperdrive, something they did in Star Trek. I forget. But if they don't come out, they have to be careful because if they come out in the wrong spot, they can come out in the middle of a minefield or something. You know, it's stupid. It's crazy. But now they're getting really worried about it because they don't have a definitive map out there that shows everything. And you need a definitive map to show everything if you're going to, radar is not exactly the most accurate thing in the world since they're out there trying to, some of these satellites they're trying to cloak. So, really, 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 really. Okay, now this is a long one. Oh, this is a short one. The Saudis are getting permission to enrich uh, nuclear fuel. That's what we don't want Iran to have it, but we're pretty sure that Israel has it. Now we're going to get to give it to the Saudis, and it's just it gets dumber and dumber. This deal with the Saudis, if you study it real well, the relationship it goes back a lot further than Trump or the Republican Party. It goes way, 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 way back. I'm not sure who the first president was that made the first deal with them, but it's been there for a long time. And we call them an ally. They're not allies. They're don't know what the whole deal is, but they don't like us. They love our money and they love our business acumen and whatnot, but they don't like us as a people, I don't think. Or a country, I should say, not a people. Our country's policies don't exactly excite them. And giving them access to enriched nuclear fuel means nuclear weapons. Oh, promised us. Yeah, I know. And you promised you wouldn't come in a mountain. Never mind. That's just that's a little disgusting. All right, so oh my God, I'm out of control there. So, but we're at war with one country because we don't want them to have it, and you can't give it to the Saudis because the Saudis are going to give it to Iran and Iraq and everybody else out there. If you don't know that, you're crazy, because they want that part of the world to be the most powerful part of the world. And giving them nuclear weapons would be somewhat insane, but that's Donald Trump. I always thought they had them already, but we'll see how fast they get them after they get the okay with this thing that just went through or is going through. Now, here's my pet little project. You know how I talk about AI is going to take over the world one day, just like they did in the Terminator movies, that it's a very dangerous situation because AI is pure logic, and logic has no empathy. Logic does not see gray or shades of black or shades of white. They see black and white. That's it. It's either black or it's white. It's either right or it's wrong. They don't look at maybes. Okay, not yet, anyhow. I don't think they ever will either. Before we're at war with them, or somehow or another something's going wrong. Everybody says, "Nah, it's safe. Don't worry about it. It's nothing wrong with it at all. It's there's nothing can happen. Don't worry." Well, a open AI test model. This is the storyline. Open AI test model escapes and broke into a company server, to a legitimate company server. You know, it's got nothing to do with AI. The server they broke into. So you're looking at a rogue AI already. This is going to happen faster than I thought it was. I thought you had maybe 15, 20 years left to fight this thing and do something about it. But I guess because of Trump and his minions and their idiot shit that they're doing, that they're only concerned about themselves and money, well, then it's for sure going to happen a lot sooner. And that's bad news out there, you know. You've got all of these companies trying to now Tesla and one of his companies, or I think it's SpaceX, are going to merge. Are talking about one's buying the other one. That's just technical terms for the fact that he's giving himself more money. Uh, that's going to cause some problems. The technology that they're working on is very dangerous, but nobody sees the downside of it. You know, I'm still waiting for the super upside of computers, where they said that they would give everybody more time, more spare time, and there would be less work, less I don't know, not work, but they would give you more leisure time, and they don't do that. They never did that. All right, if you when after the computer came out, parents had to work two jobs to support kids. You know, two kids, you were in two jobs, and you're just barely eking by, even if you had really good jobs. So this is life. I mean, this is something that we have no control over, apparently. Uh, Actually, I prove, and thousands of others of us prove that we do. If we have pensions or skills that are transferable or can be worked on from other countries, uh, you have you live with their American pay and their economy, and in most cases, it's much better than the United States. Oh, I don't know. Kind of a screwed up situation there, I think. You know, but this was a test model. This wasn't even an advanced model of AI. Broke out and invaded a company servers, a private company servers. That's I think that's scary. I think that would make me very nervous. You know, that and the traffic in space. You know, because the thing about traffic in space is a lot of that shit's going to start coming down soon. You know, and what happens when a couple of satellites and debris goes all over the place? You know, it could be a chain reaction and destroy huge chunks of like SpaceX's technology and whatnot that's up there. And if you're living on the moon, your communications aren't going to be, they're not guaranteed anymore. I mean, you could get hit going to the moon. You know, the mathematical calculations that are necessary for this. For a trip to the moon or just escaping the Earth's uh, atmosphere or whatever, going up a few hundred miles to the moon, even is such so complicated. I can't even, you know, that's not my thing. I mean, I'm very good at mathematics, but that's way beyond me. You know, I'm good with mathematics to help me survive, but that's absolutely beyond me. You know, it's like you sit here and you get. My wife says, "Well, we get this X and X amount of money. It's a lot of money," and she doesn't automatically convert it to pesos or anything like that. You know, she just says, "That's a lot of money. We'll be okay." And because I don't get excited with her because it's useless. You know, she the first thing she does is says, "You have to stop spending money." And you know, I just look at her. You know, I've told her to try and make a deal to contract a driver and a car for a month and see what it comes out to. You know, she won't do it. Uh, But, you know, they can't because of what they call pico placa. It's odd and even license plate numbers that come up, and you can't drive if you have the last two numbers of or the last three numbers or whatever it is of your license plate comes out, and you can't use your car that day. It doesn't stop many people, but it doesn't appear to stop many people. But you know, that's why traffic's so heavy on a Saturday because there's no pico placa on a Saturday. All right, that's just so scary. Anyhow, that's it for me today. That was a little sad, depressing, slow moving. And I'm talking in a monotone, and you're sitting over there going, "Well, look, maybe you needed the rest, and I helped you along, So I'm being a health addict, I'm helping you get some sleep by being so boring. Anyhow, I got somebody watching me now. Whoa, hello, how are you? Anyhow, uh, that's it for today. I'm gonna take off. I got some things to do. I've got to order food. I've got no food in the house, and I don't have a whole lot of money, so we'll have to see what happens there. In the meantime, everybody, take care. Have a good day. Stay out of the heat. The heat's getting ridiculous, and it's supposed to be worse. El Nino's coming, and it's not here yet. And I can't. That's gonna just wow. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if I say hi. What's going on? What's happening here? See if they respond. I don't know who it is. Oh, got another person now. Got two people there now. You're coming at the end of it, folks. I'm just getting ready to sign off. Well, anyhow, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed my show. The fat guy and his dog. Well, see how bad this show was. Lucy got up and left. That's how bad the show was. All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one.